Hey guys, it's Daniel here. So basically today I'm gonna... What? What's up? Oh yeah. You're probably wondering why I have a bandage on me right now. Well, that's because I made a stupid deal with my doppelganger, Daniel Fickers. Even though... It's a little confusing, but I have a doppelganger, and I challenged him that there wouldn't be any more Marvel announcements before the end of December. Sadly, I was wrong, and he won the bet. So, since I lost, I now have to cut off my hand. Well, not my whole hand, just a bit of my hand. Well, I hope you're happy, Mr. Fickers. Hello? Oh, hi, nice to meet you. Wait a minute, why did you cut your hand off? I thought the contest was, if I said there wouldn't be any announcements at the end, I would have to cut it off. No, I thought the competition was, if you did make a video about these trailers by the end of December, I'd have to cut off my hand. By the way, are you making them now? Well, that's just great. We both cut off our hands when none of us had to. What the hell else can happen?
Hi everyone, it's me, John Cleese.
Why the hell did you cut it off? You weren't part of the contest.
I'm a famous British actor, and I heard everyone else is cutting their hands off, so I decided to too. We watch my shows now.
Jesus, you weren't even part of the contest. You didn't have to change.
Change! We need more change! Manuel!
Now. You making that video now? Get over here. Great. Great, so I cut my hand off for nothing. Well, since I'm now waiting to take this thing off, I think it's time that I continue with the deal. Basically, the rest of the deal is that I talk about some of the Disney Investor Day trailers that have popped up. Well, some of them aren't really trailers, they're like sizzle videos and like announcements and stuff. But I've got 8 to talk about. So, without carrying on, let's get to the video. Now, I've been wondering how the show is going to be able to fit into the Marvel Cinematic Universe as Vision died at the end of Infinity War. Spoilers if you haven't seen it. So I was wondering how they were going to bring Vision back. And then they announced that Scarlet Witch was going to be creating a alternate reality in which Vision is alive. So I was wondering, is she just like going to live in that reality for good? But when the first trailer popped for this show, I was interested to see that there was a reality, but it's like commenting, like it's going against the reality that we live in now, like the real Marvel Cinematic Universe. And this trailer definitely dives more into that area, as like the CIA or something is trying to like get into contact into Scarlet Witch. And the bond between Wanda and Vision in this trailer is very good. Seeing them trying to hide the fact that Vision is actually sort of a robot alien type creature. From my point of view, it looked like that Scarlet Witch is going to be sort of an antagonist in this show. I mean, think about it. If she's creating an alternate reality and then the people around her are trying to get hold of this reality, you can see the fear in her eyes of losing the reality. There's a moment where they're like, this is my home. And Vision's like, well, let's fight for it. So it seems like that Wanda is like manipulating Vision into helping her make sure she keeps the reality as it is. But as more people from the outside world are coming in, it's like being revealed to the world, and now people are trying to stop her from creating this reality. So it seems like she's going to be sort of an antagonist. I don't know if that's the direction they're going to take. But so far, this trailer looks really cool. The visual effects look awesome. But the whole like widescreen, shrinking screen, it did kind of look weird. But again, Wanda creates like weird stuff like with her powers or something. But it just seems a little bit cartoony. But so far, so excited to see Scarlet Witch and Vision back together again in this show, coming in less than a month. Oh wait, over a month, because it comes out on January 15th. Sorry. To see a Sam Wilson, Bucky Barnes-centric show after the events of Avengers Endgame was inevitable. I mean, they wouldn't just give the shield to Sam Wilson at the end of Avengers Endgame and not do anything with it. Of course, they were going to make a spin-off show dealing with him, dealing with that aspect. And this trailer definitely looks awesome. Like, I can't wait to see more interactions between Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan. I hope that's how you pronounce his name. If not, I apologize. Pretty sure it is. But this trailer has so many awesome moments going for it. Like, we see the villain from Captain America Civil War back for this trailer, so I'm interested to see more of his past in the show. I like where Sam Wilson is confused, like, I don't know. This whole shield thing is complicated. So yes, it will be complicated because Steve Rogers had the shield for like decades, like about 70s-ish, almost 80 decades. So it's going to make things more personal now that Steve Rogers is retired. He put the shield over to Sam Wilson, and now he's going to be the new Captain America. So it's going to be him like training and trying to use the shield. And I have a feeling that Bucky Barnes is going to get a little bit jealous. But he respects Steve Rogers enough, so he lets him take the shield. But so many interactions between Sam and Bucky are pretty hilarious in this trailer, especially towards the end.
What's going on in that cyborg brain of yours?
You don't want to know.
Oh, yeah, I can see it working. Gears turning. Oh, they're malfunctioning. They're on fire.
God, I hate you.
That is a clear callback to Captain America Civil War.
Sorry. What?
You couldn't have done that earlier?
I hate you.
There's obviously going to be some opposite sides, which is basically what's happened in the Marvel Cinematic Universe so far. And that scene where Sam Wilson's being chased by a helicopter through the canyons is going to be one of the coolest, if not the coolest, Sam Wilson fight ever. So, cannot wait to see how they deal with Steve Rogers not being there. Cannot wait to see more of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Now, Loki is honestly one of my favourite MCU villains ever. In fact, he was my favourite MCU villain until Thanos was introduced in Infinity War. So to see a show dedicated to him is definitely like a little bit of a dream come true. But I'm not precisely excited as Falcon and Winter Soldier, but that's mainly because this trailer's not as good as Falcon and Winter Soldier. But it's still going to be interesting to see a Loki-centric story. Although this Loki is not the Loki that you might see in like after Avengers, because if you remember Avengers Endgame, you'll know that Tony Stark goes back in time to get the Space Stone, but it fell out of his hands after Thor knocks him on the ground, and Loki ends up getting the Tesseract, and he escapes. And this show is going to be focusing on that version of Loki. We see so many moments in this trailer that Loki has created now that he's gone. Like, there's a moment where you see New York City, like, it's like decimated, like, oh my god, I wonder what Loki's done to cause that and how he's going to fix it. And you want to know one of the biggest shockers? I already knew that Owen Wilson was going to be in this show, but I had no idea that that was Owen Wilson until I saw it in like a reaction video. Well, not exactly a reaction video, but a review on the trailer. I had no idea that that was Owen Wilson because he looks nothing like Owen Wilson. Now, I haven't seen a lot of Owen Wilson movies, but I know what he looks like, and I thought he was good in, like, Wonder and as Lightning McQueen in the Cars movies. So I do kind of like Owen Wilson, but I did not know that that was Owen Wilson there. He's going to be, like, part of the, like, TVA... I forgot what the full name of that thing was called. I'll probably put it right here. But he's going to be like a time cop who captures Loki and is going to send him to like some sort of prison to punish him for like creating a different timeline now that he's escaped. And there's so many little hints, like we don't know what's fully going on, but we have some theories. Like when he says, Thor, Heimdall, you better be ready. It seems like he's going to return to Asgard to get a little bit of vengeance against his brother. But then he jumps out of the plane, and then the Bifrost just sends him back to Asgard. And then towards the end, where he's like attacked by a group of like mugs, and he's looking at someone, and he's talking, and he's like, "Come on, what did you expect?" I have theory that he is actually talking to Thor, but it could be someone else. But we'll have to wait and see. So far, Loki, I'm interested, and Tom Hiddleston still kills it. He still steals the show. Out of the 5 Marvel trailers / videos that I've seen, the What If trailer is my least favourite. But it's still going to be interesting to see these different scenarios. Like, I cannot wait to see Peggy Carter as Captain America. Like, we're actually going to see a female Captain America. I cannot wait to see that. I'm interested to see how T'Challa fits into the Guardians of the Galaxy. And again, this trailer has me theorising, like, is this going to culminate into like the final 5 episodes where all these characters come together? Because even Yondu says, if you like one world, just imagine what's going to happen in the others. So either he's talking about what's going on in space, or there's going to be a commentative, and the Watcher seems a little bit mysterious. But the part that kind of holds this trailer back from the other trailers I've saw is the animation. The animation for this show just looks a bit weird and awkward. It doesn't look like a big 3D animation. Now, I get this is a TV, but they could have just done a little bit more with it. But I do like that the animation is actually sticking a little bit close to the comics, because it looks a little bit like comics, but at the same time it just looks like animation done for a video game or something. But besides that, besides the fact that the animation is a little bit lazy, this trailer does have me a little bit curious to see all these different scenarios, but I can't really hope for the best, just kind of cross my fingers. And plus, there are a few moments of the animation that do look cool. I mean, there's a moment where two Doctor Stranges fight each other, so that's kind of neat. So again, hope for the best. A little bit. This is not really a trailer. This is more of a, like, I forgot what it was called, but it's like a interview video with just a little bit of footage. But this trailer also had me very intrigued to see a young female superhero introduced in this franchise. I mean, we already had a young male with Peter Parker as Spider-Man, played by Tom Holland, and now we're going to be having Miss Marvel. I can't remember the name of her identity, like her alter ego, but I can't wait to see what Miss Marvel's going to be like. I have seen a few photos of the outfit, and she looks pretty good in that outfit. I can't wait to see how she fits into the MCU, and we do get a little bit of footage when she's interacting with her family, and she's actually looking at the suit. So I don't know much, but can't wait to see it. And I'm kind of interested. I'm wondering if she's going to appear in Captain Marvel too. So I probably have to read another report to find that out. But so far, awesome. I've only seen Rogue One once or twice maybe, but what I can't remember much about it was Diego Luna's character Andor. So to focus on a show entirely around him, I'm not really that interested because I don't remember much about his character. But the sets look cool, it's alright. And Diego Luna seems like a little bit of a cool guy. I mean, really, I remember mostly for him for being in the CGI animated movie The Book of Life. And I thought he was good in that. So, I'm not really that interested, but we're just gonna have to wait to see what goes down. I probably forgot to mention this when I was talking about Andor, but I think it's an important part to talk about it now, because the Bad Batch is almost another CGI Star Wars show that has sort of the same animation as the Clone Wars. As you might know, I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan. Don't get me wrong, I love Star Wars, but I don't really watch all of the shows. The only thing that I'm most relevant with Star Wars with is the Skywalker Saga, episodes 1 through 9. But besides that, not really a huge fan of Star Wars. And I've honestly not seen any of the Star Wars television series, besides The Mandalorian, which I plan to make a video about that very soon. I hope I can get that video done. But I've not seen the Clone Wars, I've not seen Rebels. But besides my opinions on that, I'm judging this trailer for what it is, and it's good. I like the trailer. The animation looks pretty cool. I'm interested to see how the Empire was properly formed, because Emperor says that let's form an empire. But my god, what the hell was Palpatine smoking on when he was talking? Because Palpatine in that shot looked terrible. I mean, you can see the picture of him. He looks so awful. He looks like he's just drawn very quickly and it's just put into the show just for the sake of it without properly finishing his look. It looks so wrong in that shot. But I'm interested to see more of Star Wars, and I do plan to watch all of Clone Wars on Disney+, so I'll probably watch all of Clone Wars on that show and then do a review, as well as do a review on The Mandalorian. But for this trailer, I am interested, the animation looks good, and I can't wait to see how the Empire was formed, and I can't wait to see more characters. And the final Disney Investor Day that I'm going to be discussing is this like little introduction plan for the newest Star Wars film coming out called Star Wars Rogue Squadron. Now, this is nowhere near a trailer nor an interview. Well, sort of, but it's discussing the director's plan. Patty Jenkins? And I find it endearing why she's making this movie. Because basically, for many years, she's been wanting to make a movie in dedication to her father, who was a pilot, who sadly passed away. So she was wondering, oh, what am I going to make it on? I want to make a pilot movie, but I don't know fully. But then she realised, wait a minute, I can make a pilot movie about the Star Wars saga. So I think that's kind of endearing and sweet that she's going to make a Star Wars movie in dedication to her father, who she calls a hero. So I cannot wait to see how she's going to handle it, and I hope her father will be grateful that her daughter has done this for him. Cannot wait to see it, and I salute you guys for making these movies. But I don't know what precisely the movie's going to be about, but let's see what this director has for her father in the future. And those guys were my thoughts on 8 videos discussing a little bit of big things that's going to be happening in the future of Marvel and Star Wars. I'm leaning more towards Marvel, but I am interested in Star Wars as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry I haven't been doing a lot of videos, but I am going to try to talk about a few Christmas movies before the end of December. And Wonder Woman 1984 is almost out. I'm so excited, and I will try to watch that and then do a review. But I'm Daniel, reviewing movies, TV shows, doing videos, loving Star Wars and Marvel, and hating that I had to cut off my hands for nothing. Till then, peace out, man.